Good day, everyone. Welcome to Quarter 2, Week 5 of our Media and Information Literacy class. I am your subject teacher, June Francisco from Cabiao Senior High School. Please make sure you have your modules, last pen and paper ready because we are about to start our new topic, which is Multimedia Information. Here are the learning competencies. By the end of the lesson, you learners should be able to describe the different dimensions of text information in media, describe the different dimensions of visual information in media, and describe the different dimensions of audio information and media. But before we continue, let's have a very quick review about last week's lesson, which was implications of media and information to individuals and society. And these implications may be positive or negative. Can you give me at least one positive and one negative effect of media and information to children? I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Correct! For positive, some social media sites are used by children for school research purpose. Children are connected to libraries, resource centers, and museums to help access information for schoolwork. While in negative, television influences the psychosocial development of children. The average child watches almost 14 hours of television per week, which limits time for things such as reading, playing, and building relationships. This limits the physical, mental, and social skills that all children need. Television can also lead to increased obesity, and it affects a child's learning and academic performance. While some things on television are good, such as Sesame Street, which teaches racial harmony, cooperation, and others, the majority of things children see on television is a negative influence. How about teenagers? Is there any positive or negative impact of media and information? Timer starts now. You are right! One of its advantages is that teenagers develop awareness on the happenings in the society. In addition, it helps to develop the social skills of an individual in which they will be able to acquaint with the other people. While on its disadvantage, teens are exposed to more violent images, movie, TV shows, and videos. And if that teen doesn't have the steam to make his or her own decision, it causes a negative effect because they are influenced by what they see. Cyberbullying occurs in several social media sites. Do you think adults can also be affected by media and information? You have 10 seconds to answer. That is true. Adults use media and information only for professional aspect and important matters because they are focusing about their family. But on the downside, adults are more responsible on what information they acquire. However, there are some instances that they will have a wrong perception about things and in their insights about giving a piece of advice to other people. That was an awesome review of our past lesson. Now you're ready for Week 5's new topic. Let us first discuss Lesson 1, Text Information and Media. Text information refers to a certain presentation of information or idea, whether handwritten, printed, or screen display. It can be written using the Roman alphabet or any kind of language that is suited to a specific group of readers. It is mainly created by authors, writers, contributor, editor, publisher, bloggers, columnist, data encoder, and graphic and layout artist. Text, when appropriately used and presented, has the power to convey significant meaning or message to the readers. On the other hand, it varies depending on the platform it will be shown, such as informal ones like magazines, newspaper, books, and advertisement, and the informal ones like blog, emails, text messages, and other social media contexts. There are some materials that are intended to use non-text elements like pictures or images, since this is necessary for the readers to better understand the information presented. We have done defining text information, but how do you think this text information is produced? Let us find out. Text information is produced through the following steps. First, the writer of the text thinks first of the topic to write. Then, the writer collects necessary details about the chosen topic. The writer outlines those details and starts to create a draft of the text. The writer reviews the initial draft until it is done into a full text. Lastly, the writer passes the text to the editor for the proofreading and editing. Then, it will be given to the publisher for the printing of the text. Oh, so that is how text information is produced. Now, we are to find out how to access and evaluate text information. Accuracy. It refers to the correctness of the text presented on the media. Be sure that the information written, printed, or screen displayed is factual and true. A well-researched information is what it requires. Objectivity. It should never be biased or come from personal thoughts or opinions. Magnifying what is the real object cancels the impartiality of the text. Language appropriateness. The kind of language used greatly affects the sole purpose of the text, to convey a message. Be sure that the language used is suited to the level of the readers in terms of their age, interest, or educational background. House style and format. The physical presentation of the text matters most, especially if you are targeting a certain group of readers. If you intend to have children as your target audience, making sure that the texts are amusing and creative. If you intend to reach out for academic field, be sure that the presentation looks scholarly impressive. And those are the 4 ways to easily access and effectively evaluate text information. Class, did you know that there are 5 design principles and elements to text information in media? These are the following. Emphasis. Use different size, weight, color, contrast, and orientation to present text with greater value. Appropriateness. Using the right font, content, and tone of presentation based on the target audience or event. Space. Use space to create focus and strategically make other text stand out. Alignment. Use text alignment to set symmetry, formality, or freestyle. Consistency. Use at least 2 or 3 colors, font styles, and design styles for the whole composition or content. Class. Media information is not only limited to text media. We also have visual information and media. Visual information refers to the artistic or creative representation and interpretation of an idea, concept, or emotion using different media. These are sources of data or information in the form of visual presentation. It is the visual reasoning skill that enables us to process and interpret meaning from visual information that we gain through our eyes. Abstraction, analogs, rough illustrations, or digital reproduction of the objects the data pertains to. Visual media is interpreted using primarily with what human eyes see. It plays a big role in advertising, art, communications, education, business, and engineering. Visual media is also often used as a learning aid. Visual information media is created by painters, photographers, graphic artists or designers, and sculptors, among others. You know what, class? There are actually 7 types of visual information, such as paintings. It is an art form that creates pictures using a flat medium such as canvas or board and paint. It can be landscape, which is a representation of the natural scenery like ocean, mountains, and others. Portrait. It is an artistic representation of a certain person. Still life. It is a drawing or painting of an arrangement of objects. It can also be flowers or food on display. Next is icon. An icon refers to a painting of Jesus Christ or other religious figures identified with the Roman Catholic Church. Another is a sculpture. It is an example of a 3-dimensional artwork that can be made using clay, stone, metal, or other materials. A sculpture shows a replica of the subject or model. While a graph pertains to a diagram, which is a series of one or more points, lines, line segments, curves, or areas. And the most common are billboards and posters. Billboard refers to a large outdoor board containing text, information, and images or designs pointed to a form of advertisement. While a poster is similar to a billboard but it's much smaller, a poster is also used as means of announcement or advertisement. It takes time and effort to produce visual information, which can be costly too. Comics or cartoon strips. This shows illustrations or drawings arranged sequentially in boxes. A comic strip narrates an amazing story. It usually appears in newspapers or made as a comic book. Example is the famous Peanuts comic strip. Lastly, photos or images. A photo is worth 1,000 words. It can tell a story or even let a viewer feel emotions by just looking at it. Photos may be a personal photo, a family photo, photojournalism, and yearbook or graduation photo. Like any other media, visual information has its advantages and disadvantages, so we have to be very careful in using it. Some of its advantages are, it portrays different historical events and introduces us to various cultures in the world. It is very engaging for the participants. It captures the diverse perspectives of the audience. It is easy to follow and remember since it's very visual. While on its disadvantages, it is costly. Audience might experience difficulty in understanding the meaning of the material. It requires complex presentation. Participants might pay more attention to the graphics. After discussing text and visual media, we are now ready to talk about the last topic for this week's lesson, audio information and media. Audio information refers to a form of media that uses recorded audio materials for communicating, transferring or delivering information through the means of sound. These are materials or sound that are transmitted, produced, or received through high-fidelity waves that are heard through certain equipment. Alright class, let us now classify the different types of audio information. First is radio broadcast. Live or recorded audio sent through radio waves to reach a wide audience. Music. Vocal and or instrumental sound combined in such a way as to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion. It is composed and performed by many purposes, ranging from aesthetic pleasure, religious or ceremonial purposes, or as an entertainment product. Sound recording. Recording of an interview, meeting, or any sound from the environment.
Hello, my name is Mai Bernice. I'm friendly and outgoing. Let me be your English mentor here. I know that learning a new language is not simple. It could be full of struggles. That is why I am here for you.
Sound clips and effects. Any sound other than music or speech, artificially reproduced to create an effect in a dramatic presentation, as the sound of a storm or a creaking door.
Oh no! Gapada sa za gapada pada pada. Bonk.
Audio podcast. A digital audio or video file or recording, usually part of a feed series that can be downloaded from a website or media player or computer.
Listening to Season 2 of Walwal Sesh the Podcast, ang podcast ng mga sawi.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Eavesdrop podcast. My name is Francesca.
Jelly here. And this is Delamar.
My name is Jude Rocha. I bid you good day.
Class, it is very important that this audio media are carefully stored. Let us find out how it's done. Via tape. Magnetic tapes on which sound can be recorded. CD or compact disc can also be used. It is a plastic fabricated circular medium for recording, storing, and playing back audio, video, and computer data. USB or flash drive. An external flash drive small enough to carry on a key pin that can be used with any computer that has a USB port. Memory card, also known as flash memory card or storage card, is a small storage medium used to store data such as text, pictures, audio, and video for use on small portable or remote computing devices. Computer hard drive, secondary storage devices for storing audio and files. And of course, the internet or the cloud. Websites or file repositories for retrieving audio files, and more precisely, the file share stored in some data center full of servers that is connected to the internet. Just like the text information, audio information also has its elements and sound design. Dialogue. It is speech, conversation, or voiceover. Waterfall. As first element fades out, the second element begins to fall volume. Better for voice transitions. Sound effects. Any sound other than music or dialogue. Music. Vocal or instrumental sounds, or both, combined in such a way as to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion. Silence. The absence of audio or sound. Class. Audio information also has its own set of principles in sound design. Here are the techniques to combining the different elements or objects. Mixing refers to the combination, balance, and control of multiple sound elements. Pace refers to time control, editing, and order of events. It can be linear, non-linear, or multilinear. Transition is how you get from one segment or element to another. Stereo imaging is the use of left and right channel for depth. You are doing great, class. We are done discussing the 3 different forms of media and information. Can you please enumerate those 3? That is just awesome! Now you're ready for our very first activity. Activity 1. Carefully read the following statements below. Choose the letter of your answer that which item refers to. I will give you 5 seconds to answer each. It is a form of media that conveys information or message with the use of alphabet or numerical symbol. A. Text information and media. B. Visual information and media. C. Audio information and media. Or letter D. All of the above. It is a form of media that expresses thoughts and ideas artistically. A. Text information and media. B. Visual information and media. C. Audio information and media. Or letter D. All of the above. It is a form of media that communicates information through the use of recorded material. A. Text information and media. B. Visual information and media. C. Audio information and media. Or D. All of the above. Next, a text should always provide well-researched and factual information to its readers. Which among the criteria of assessing and evaluating text does it refer to? A. Accuracy. B. Objectivity. C. Language appropriateness. Or D. House style and format. A text should always know its targeted audience, so the kind of language to use will fit to its level of knowledge or comprehension. Which among the criteria of assessing and evaluating text does it refer to? A. Accuracy. B. Objectivity. C. Language appropriateness. Or D. House style and format. It refers to the lines of conversation in a certain scene. Is it A. Dialogue, B. Waterfall, C. Sound effect, or D. Silence? It refers to the combination, balance, and control of multiple sound elements. A. Pacing, B. Stereo imaging, C. Mixing, or D. Transition. It refers to the absence of audio or sound. A. Dialogue, B. Waterfall, C. Sound effects, or D. Silence. Visual information and media are more engaging for the audiences through their aesthetical presentation of information. They even require more detailed and well-planned craft to become more effective. These statements are blank or both blank of visual information and media. A. Disadvantage, B. Advantage, C. Disadvantage and advantage, or letter D. Advantage and disadvantage. Its audience might misunderstand the meaning of the message since it sometimes conveys different perspectives. These statements are blank or both blank of visual information and media. A. Disadvantage, B. Advantage, C. Disadvantage and advantage, or letter D. Advantage or disadvantage. That is wonderful, class. I'm confident that you get the correct answers. I know you want more, so I have prepared another activity. Activity 2. Identify the following terms below and match them to the corresponding type of media. Choose your answer from the box and write only the letter. I will give you 5 seconds to answer each. A. Computer hard drive. B. Cartoon or comic strip. C. Sound recording. D. Billboard. E. Memory card. F. Publisher. G. Portrait. H. Editor. I. Visual media. J. Sculpture. Or letter K. Poster. Number 1. Secondary storage devices for storing audio files. Number 2. Large outdoor board containing advertisement. Number 3. Recording of an interview, meeting, or any sound from the environment. Number 4. Shows illustrations or drawings arranged sequentially in boxes. Number 5. Shows a replica of the subject or model. Number 6. A small storage medium used to store data. Number 7. Responsible for proofreading and editing of a text. Number 8. An artistic presentation of a certain person. Number 9. Often used as a learning aid or material. Number 10. The one who publishes an edited and proofread text. You are doing fantastic, class. Those activities have you warmed up. Now you're ready for the next activity. Choose a type of visual information and media to promote your movie. Design it using the design principles and elements of text, information, and media. Prepare a 30-second sound recording to tell if what your movie is all about. Be guided by the rubrics below. Your final output will be submitted and evaluated next week, Monday. Please send your output to our official subject Google Drive. And those are the topics we have for week 5. If you have any questions regarding this lesson, never hesitate to ask your subject teacher. Once again, I am Julie Francisco, your Media and Information Literacy teacher. Have a great day!